Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I bring you a video about Bar and Yammer. All the details are in my video. If you like it, I would love for you to like and subscribe to my channel. You can support me even more by clicking the join button below. Thanks, and let's watch my video. In a development that has stirred both emotion and speculation, acclaimed actor Bar Bakhta has made a public and emotional farewell to his wife, GLM Bakhta, marking the end of a relationship that once captivated many. Known for his nuanced performances on screen, Bar turned to social media to share a deeply personal message about the dissolution of his marriage. The announcement, written with palpable sincerity, reflected not just a closing chapter in his personal life, but also a profound moment of introspection and vulnerability. The couple, who had spent several years together, had once been viewed as a symbol of balance and quiet strength in an industry known for its turbulence. Over time, however, as is often the case with relationships under pressure from the spotlight, distance and differing life paths gradually led to a mutual decision to part ways. In his post, Bar recalled the beauty of their shared experiences, from quiet nights away from cameras to their support during each other's professional milestones. He described the separation not as a failure, but as a choice rooted in mutual understanding and compassion. Sometimes, he wrote, people can care deeply for each other and still recognize that their futures no longer align. The message was accompanied by a photograph from earlier in their relationship, a tender moment captured away from the public eye, now serving as a quiet goodbye. Bar went on to praise GLM's role in his life, calling her not only a partner but a person who had deeply shaped him. He reflected on how she had stood beside him during both triumphs and trials, and acknowledged that her presence had brought a richness to his life that would not be forgotten. He also addressed their fans directly, asking for understanding and kindness as they navigated this personal transition away from the public stage. The response from fans and the broader entertainment community was immediate. Supportive comments flooded his profile, and several well-known figures posted messages echoing sentiments of respect and empathy. Among them was Yammer Ysel, a close friend and frequent co-star of Bar, who simply wrote, "May every ending lead to healing and new strength." Meanwhile, speculation continued to circulate in various corners of social media and press, with many trying to piece together a timeline or cause for the separation. Despite the curiosity, Bar and GLM remained silent beyond the initial announcement, choosing privacy over further elaboration. Those close to the couple emphasized that their decision had been under consideration for quite some time and that both had taken steps to ensure it remained as respectful and private as possible. For Bar, this moment also signaled a brief retreat from the public eye. In follow-up posts, he announced plans to take a short hiatus from acting, citing the need to reconnect with himself and rediscover his sense of peace. "Art has always been my sanctuary," he shared, "but right now, I need to breathe outside the script, away from rehearsals, and in the stillness of real life." In the days that followed, Bar was seen spending more time in nature, away from the city, sharing glimpses of quiet sunrises and handwritten reflections. These posts, minimal in words but heavy with meaning, resonated with many going through their own private transformations. His honesty became a quiet anthem for those learning how to let go with grace. Though GLM did not make a public statement, friends hinted that she was finding solace in her own way, returning to her roots and leaning into the support of family. A shared friend mentioned, "She has always been private, and this is no different. But she is healing, and she's surrounded by people who love her." This chapter in the lives of Bar and GLM, while deeply personal, unfolded in front of an audience that has long followed their journey. And yet, amid the noise of speculation, their parting remains remarkably dignified, a rare portrayal of how love, even when it changes shape, can still be honored. As more details emerged, it became evident that this decision was not impulsive but rooted in long-standing reflection. Behind the smiles on red carpets and staged interviews were quiet tensions, the kind that build over time, unnoticed by many, until they become too significant to hide. Friends of the couple have since shared that the two had spent months in counseling, attempting to rebuild what had slowly eroded. Their attempt, though brave and full of intention, ultimately led to this parting of ways. Barr's decision to speak openly about this personal matter has sparked broader conversations about vulnerability in public life. His honesty has invited others, including fellow celebrities and fans alike, to speak out about the pressures of maintaining appearances and the courage it takes to walk away from something familiar but no longer nurturing. Barr and GLM's story serves as a poignant reminder that endings are not always failures. Sometimes they are necessary turning points, painful but honest, setting the stage for healing, self-discovery, and the possibility of new beginnings. Their separation, marked by mutual respect and emotional maturity, has become an unexpected lesson in grace, a narrative of real human experience in an often sensationalized world. And just when everyone thought the story was reaching its conclusion, Barr shared one last note with fans, a quiet reflection, handwritten and photographed in a notebook resting beside a cup of tea. It read, "The heart doesn't forget. It simply learns to remember differently." With those words, he closed a chapter not just in his life, but in a love story many had followed from afar. Where his path will lead next remains unknown, but what is certain is that he walks it now with clarity, intention, and the quiet hope that comes after letting go. Thank you very much for watching my video. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.